The RMSC is so important to this community because it is the heart and soul of informal learning.
The museum is, for many people, the people's university. And by that I mean a place where you could come on your own and wander and imagine in our galleries and our exhibition spaces.
So when families come here, they have an opportunity to wonder and wander and let their own interests drive what they look into. Nearly every one of us learns best by doing, and that's particularly true of children. And so hands-on really becomes minds-on.
Hands-on learning is, I think, a level above just reading it. It's a good way to not only learn new skills, but put into practice things you have learned.
The Rochester Museum and Science Center, in pairing with the Greece Central School District and allowing me an opportunity to develop a program here at the museum, we're readying that student who otherwise would not have had a hands-on experience.
We hear an awful lot about STEM education these days. I think this is the prime opportunity for the museum to begin to bring greater relevance to these terms and the subject matter at the museum.
Well, the future of the local economy, the future of the national economy depends on the success of STEM careers.
With a very simple exposure to something that could excite a young person around one of those subjects, a student is possibly embarking on a career that's going to be incredibly rewarding, filled with opportunities for creativity and perhaps even entrepreneurship.
We have a very scientific community in Rochester, many high-tech companies, and they would like to see a pipeline of students that are interested in STEM. I think the Rochester Museum and Science Center plays a significant role in the nurturing of those students and filling the pipeline.
Over the years, I've watched my students grow, learn, be able to ready themselves towards employability.
The museum is inspiring young people to learn. It's opening their eyes to their potential and helps them identify their capabilities in a way that no other institution can.
I don't think I'd be as interested in science today if it weren't for the museum.
Some of the greatest inventions that we can't imagine yet are going to be made by people who are still children today.
Kids nowadays, they know it. You've got 5-year-olds that can work a computer better than I can. You start working with them, and there's that moment that they go, wow. You see the kid's face. It lights up. All of a sudden, I've had kids, little kids actually jumping up and down.
If we do it right, we can keep these learners engaged through high school and begin to coach them into thinking more actively about what the future holds for you if you stay with science.
It's our hope that by partnering with the Museum and Science Center, maybe some of those inventions will be made by young students who come through the Museum and Science Center at an early age. That's a tremendous opportunity that Rochester needs to be behind.
The value of the programming within these walls and the impact of what is seen when you leave this building and when you leave these buildings.
I mean, those are just things that can't be measured.
An investment here is an investment in the future. It's an investment in the strength of our local economy. It's an investment in our quality of life. It's an investment in the young people, the future generations.
The reason why we do what we do, the reason why everybody here works here and the people support us is because out there's 2 or 3 kids that are gonna change the world. And they're gonna come through the museum. And we've got a chance to put them on that path. And when they find that path to go on, then they're off and running. And once that starts, there's no telling where it's gonna end. And that's easily the best part.